Welcome, Virgo Libra, to your mid-month reading for December. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you for the next 5 to 6 days. Okay. Best message, please, for Virgo Libra. What is the best message you have for them? Getting straight to your energy of what you're thinking, feeling, or the energy surrounding you. Right there. Moving forward with the Six of Swords. Very nice. Forward movement. I like that. Okay, so let's figure out why. Clarify on the Six of Swords, please. This card not only clarifies on the Six of Swords going forward, it's also going to clarify the entire reading. Just make sure that you're breathing and being peaceful while you are moving. It is talking about this peaceful movement forward that you are having. Just make sure that you do take time to relax and breathe on this movement that you are making. It's time just to kind of chill out a little bit. Doesn't feel like there's too much really going forward over here, because it feels like you've already gotten through all the rough pieces. So it looks like it's just very nice, and it looks like you're going to be moving very nice through the rest of the month is what it really feels like for the majority of you. Could be a little bit of hiccups here and there, but for most of the part, and that could be just where you need to breathe and make sure that you're not using any kind of anxiety or any kind of hiccups that may pop up. Otherwise, it looks like the forward movement is really going to go straight into the new year. Just being pretty peaceful and relaxed, teaching. It feels like you've learned a lot of things. You might even be teaching other people things. You could be in school. You have the balance over here, and then talking about refusing to see is upside down. So I love that. That's saying that you are aware of the circumstances. So wherever it might have felt like there was something that you weren't really paying attention to, now you have all of the open intuition, and all of everything's really right there in front of your face, my friends. Okay, so if really finding the balance, this is where you really were starting to move forward in the recent past. I love that. Talking about that change, 1 + 4 is 5. Seeing that change coming through with the balance, really balancing yourself out. Like I said, just watch your anxieties. Keep your mind clear. Yeah, finding the balance where you didn't feel like you had any movement, feeling like you weren't sure which direction to go, and you have found the balance to move. Very nice. So going straight over here to the teaching, so at least now have a better understanding of, hey, how did I get over here? Why was it that I started moving? Well, because you found that balance. Very nice. So the teaching over here could be teaching someone something, or you might be teaching yourself something. And it could just be to breathe, right? To relax. Finding that you don't need to have all that fragmented energy, just going straight after your goal, teaching yourself where the goal is, having the hope, and teaching yourself more hope as well on this journey forward. Very nice. Perceiving things that maybe you haven't perceived before, and I do believe that this is why you don't have the refusal to see anymore, is saying, because right now in the present, I am seeing everything. I am actually evaluating everything that I am doing. And really moving forward. There could be, like I said, a little hiccup, and there's that hiccup coming. There was refusal to see. Wow, there was refusal to see. Now, look, this card's right side up, but since this is the Two of Swords, if the Two of Swords is in reverse over here, then it's saying it will be refusal to see. And there was refusal to see until you started evaluating, and it felt like there is this crossroads that you might also be kind of coming up against. But you'll be able to see right through it. Okay, so you won't have to worry about that. Don't worry about the past. Really, looking forward is a lot better than looking at the past, because the past doesn't have anything for you at this time. right? You've already done all that. So worrying about what the past hang-ups were, um, worrying about if the past is coming back to do anything, it's like you're perceiving not to look backwards, just continuing to go forwards. Okay, because yeah, that has nothing to offer you. Ace of Wands, there's nothing there. It can't offer you anything. There's nothing in the past that needs to be there except for anxiety, right? Yeah, it just causes mind battles and internal conflict. So just breathe. And if you do start looking back and saying, if I could have, would have, should have, don't do that anymore, right? Spirit says there's no reason for it. Just relax and breathe and keep moving forward, because those woulda, shoulda, couldas aren't going to do anything for you. Unless it's something like, I should have went to school. Maybe I'm going to go to school now. Then you can teach yourself about those little, maybe those little hang-ups that you could have, should have, would have done. If there are not something that is so in the past that you can't, we're not returning there. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it has nothing for you. The only things that you'd be perceiving is, yeah, maybe you want to be a teacher, so maybe you go to school to be a teacher. But if it's not within the area of your life at this time, there's no reason to think back to those type of things. It causes anxiety. There it is. It keeps you in prison. It keeps you trapped as a prisoner in your mind. So the things that you don't need, go ahead and get rid of, because we can't fix those anyways, right? We can fix the dreams that we may have missed in certain areas, like going to college or something of this nature. You're never too old to go to college. I went to college when I was, I think, 33. So, 32, 33, there's no big deal, right? It's no big deal. You can do these things, right? So those are the type of things that you can pick up and move forward on. But most of the things that you're thinking about, Spirit is saying these things are things that are lost. These are things that just keep you in your mind, living in the past for no reason, right? So just breathe, relax, and use your intuition and release, right? And just release. And that will keep you going strong. The refusal to see, as I said, in the near future is showing that you are no longer stuck in a crossroads. You're no longer refusing to see what it is that you woulda, coulda, shouldas, right? You're moving past that. Absolutely. Moving past the anxieties, moving past the things that were keeping you stuck in your mind. Anything that becomes drama, you're causing, it causes like your own mental drama, right? Because it's like, well, if I would have done this, and maybe I should have dated him, and man, he was a good guy, and, she's great, and man, really, oh man, I really messed that up. You see what I'm saying? Those things, you can't fix that, right? That's done and over with. Those don't have any place in your life. Yeah, they just cause you a challenge within your mind to do something. I mean, it's not like we have a time machine. And I remember when I was younger, I used to say the same thing. If I had a time machine, I'd go fix this, this, and this, and this. But then I started thinking as I was, when I went through my spiritual awakening later in life, I do remember going back and having that kind of idea. But wait a minute, if I had a time machine and I went and fixed this and that and this, I would never learned anything. Where's my teaching? Where's my learning? Where's my experiences? Where's the challenges? Where's the pain? You can't have, if you're going to go back and fix everything, you didn't learn shit. Our lives are full of this stuff so that we can grow. So it's just, oh my gosh, there it is. So we can grow, right? So you can grow. The challenges are here so that we can grow, so that we can grow into spiritual development. Knowing who we are, figuring out the rules of life, the things of life. You can't just go backwards and fix everything. You're not going to learn nothing. Absolutely. So we have to have these pains. So the refusal to see over here is telling you, you had to go through these mopings and these gropings so that you can learn. With the Nine of Wands, it's like, now I can get up, I can walk, I don't have to feel stuck, I don't feel like I am a prisoner of myself anymore. I can learn through the challenges of life with the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands says, look, you were challenged. It knocked you down on purpose. Everybody gets knocked down on purpose, right? Talking about having the resolution, being determined, rebuilding, supporting yourself. Like I said, picking yourself up. And that's what it's saying. When you finally can see and you're saying, I'm not blind anymore, you can pick yourself up and say, yeah, now I know exactly where I am. And this brings in the victory. This brings in the success. This brings in this realization for you to even work harder and to be able to see things around you. So not only are you perceiving things over here in the present right now about all the little things that are going on within your life and in your future, you're saying, and I got this. I can reflect on this and I can see everything that's coming at me and I can have this resolution. And there's a recognition of knowing where you came from and what you're doing. So just relax and breathe. So really the most important thing right now in the mid-month is just relax, right? Just relax. Enjoy the holiday season. Don't let anybody into your energy that isn't merry, cheery, and happy, because you got a lot of hubbugs out there, right? I don't want a Christmas, bah humbug, right? No, you don't want that, because then it causes you to kind of bring you down. You don't want to be brought down, and stay away from people who want to bring up the woulda, coulda, shouldas of the past, because you don't need that. So it's really reflecting and really getting past the, I wanted this cup. Now you're saying, you know what, that cup wasn't meant for me. Maybe God's rejection was my protection in a lot of ways. I wasn't meant to be with this person. I wasn't meant for that job. I wasn't meant for this, because you're meant for something. So we just have to figure out what it is, and that's what you're kind of doing over here. You're reflecting on what it is that you truly need in life and what's important now. It doesn't matter what was important before. Before is over. So it's really saying, yeah, it's time to just relax and move forward and keep going on this beautiful balance and this beautiful forward movement that you have going on. So that way the next year you can kind of reflect, and that's what it looks like. You're kind of reflecting on the years past, and you're saying, wow, and then I did this and I did that. Look at where I can go now. Because life is a journey, right? So what chapter do I have now in my life, right? What is my chapter now? Okay, and that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, Merry Christmas to each and every one of you. Bye-bye.